One of the most polarizing figures in MMA history, Lightning Lee Murray gave no fucks about nothing. From the outskirts of London, through the Octagon door, in a Moroccan prison, in this episode of Badass Motherfuckers from History, we check out who the fuck Lee Murray was. Growing up, Murray and his dad hated each other and got to the point where his dad moved out because he fully believed one was going to kill the other. After some time, he got involved with Paul Allen, who'd become his main boy and right-hand man in crime. He formed a gang with some other locals and took on a Nigerian drug dealing crew for turf surrounding Plumstead train station. Murray won, increasing his motherfucking pockets and his fuel for violence. Once they had the turf and the money, Murray and Paul Allen started buying a bunch of nice cars, taking steroids, getting jacked, cause fuck the police. And the police would try to get after him knowing he was a juiced up drug dealer, but he had such a violent reputation some cops wanted to avoid him completely, stating he's a very dangerous man. Dana White even said, "He's a scary son of a bitch, and I don't mean fighter-wise." Murray would taunt police all day long, but eventually his operation fell to the ground. Allen ended up doing 3 years and the turf was taken back. At this moment, Murray turned to martial arts. Murray was a fucking monster. His first fight came in 1999, and Murray knocked the opponent out in the first round. And that's why motherfuckers started calling him Lightning. He then had 4 professional fights in 2000, compiling a 2-1-1 record, the one new contest due to his opponent collapsing from exhaustion. But these fights didn't come without getting into a few fights outside the cage as well. And while Murray is famous for many street fights, none were more famous than the Tito Ortiz fight. After UFC 38 in 2002, Murray claimed to have knocked out then light heavyweight champion Tito Ortiz the fuck out. And this is 2002, when Tito really was one of the baddest dudes on the planet. Murray claims it happened and was even backed up by 2 of the most reputable MMA fighters in history in Pat Miletich and Matt Hughes. Yet Tito claims he did no such fucking thing. Chuck Liddell was even there and stated he didn't see Tito unconscious at any point. Now just take a second and imagine that fucking brawl though. A lot of alcohol outside of a nightclub, and it's Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, Pat Miletich, and Lee Murray beating the shit out of people. That's fucking unbelievable. Somewhere in the middle of that, a completely innocent bystander got knocked the hell out. I'm calling it right now. But anyway, this story made Murray even more famous than his fighting, because he was a middleweight and he just knocked out the light heavyweight champion in a street fight outside of a bar. Murray's next biggest fight would be against Anderson Silva, and even though he lost in a hard-fought 3 rounds, this would be the only second loss of his career, and he gained a lot of respect during the fight. Now, Murray's street fighting habits would catch up to him, though, when he was stabbed and suffered a punctured lung and severed artery. Now, I don't know if you know what that is, but... And in case you didn't know what a severed artery looks like, imagine a broken fire hydrant, except with blood in that emergency room. That's probably what was going on there. And the doctor who saved his life claimed they resuscitated Lee 4 times during the operation. Some people are a little luckier when it comes to bleeding out, I guess. After all this shit, though, came Lee's defining life moment. On June 25th, 2006, British and Moroccan authorities conducted a joint operation to arrest Murray. What were the charges? The largest cash robbery in British history. On the evening of February 21st, 2006, several men abducted and threatened the family of the bank manager of the Securitas Cash Management Depot in Kent, England, tied up 14 staff members, and stole over £53 million. British money, that's what they call it. I don't know how much it translates to, but largest cash robbery in British history. Now, this shit is something straight out of a movie. They pretended to be cops, took the bank manager into a fake cop car, and even had a hostage switch into another unmarked vehicle. The manager's family was also fooled by the fake police uniforms and were being held hostage in their own home. When authorities finally came, they found everyone bound but not hurt. And after this, the investigation started. Authorities secretly tailed Murray for 3 months before it all came crashing down. And on June 25th, 2006, in Rabat, Morocco, Lightning Lee Murray and his right-hand man, Paul Allen, were arrested as the ones responsible. He was also found in possession of hard drugs. My guess is this guy sniffed a Maserati's worth of cocaine because he's batshit fucking crazy. But getting caught in Morocco, this made things difficult because Moroccan and British governments, they don't have any extradition processes set up together. So Lee was looking at doing time in Morocco or doing time in England or maybe doing 10 years in Morocco, then extradited back to England for more time. I'm not exactly sure. What is set in stone, though, is on November 30th, 2010, Lee Murray was sentenced to 25 years in prison, served in a Moroccan jail. Fun little fact, in 2009, Lee Murray was even caught attempting to escape the prison, sharpening tools to cut the window bars and dropping weight to lift through. Unfortunately, this was to no avail, though, and Lee is still there to this day. Who knows, though? Maybe the year 2035 will come and he has some cash buried out there and we hear of Lee Murray one more time. One thing's for sure, though. Not many people have seen the different places Lee has in his lifetime. We remember him here, one crazy bastard, Lee Murray.